intertwined. No need for you to fight it. This space and time forever will cherish. God designed a wonderful pairing. A light that's bright, one that's so glaring. Two of us, our hearts is so caring. Can you tell me what love's prayer is? We cannot miss what we wish. We cannot miss what I confide in. Life is hard, I know we'll survive it. We're intertwined, no need for you to fight it. This space and time forever will cherish. God designed a wonderful pairing. A light that's bright, one that's so glaring. Two of us, our hearts is so caring. Can you tell me what love's prayer is? We cannot miss what we wish. We cannot miss what we wish. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 love. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 love. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 love. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 love.
Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Let me know if you guys can hear me and see me. If you can, let me see. Put a one in the chat to let me know you guys can hear me and see me. Give me 1 second. Let me adjust. Sorry if I'm making y'all dizzy. Let me adjust this. Adjust myself. But thank you guys for being here. I appreciate all of you. Okay, thank you guys for putting the ones in the chat to let me know you can hear me and see me. Um, Welcome to Bayou Sugar Garden. I am Bayou Sugar, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome in. If not, welcome back. Oh, this is kind of dark. Hold on. I don't know what I got going on this morning, but yeah, I'm going live on my phone because I wanted to do this first thing in the morning when I get off work, and I wanted to talk to you guys because I know when I get home, I'm gonna say I'll take my nap because I slept a whole lot yesterday. I know I'm not gonna sleep a lot today, but I slept yesterday from I got off yesterday at 8 o'clock in the morning. Yesterday morning, I slept from 8 o'clock yesterday morning to 6 o'clock yesterday evening, and didn't even realize I had set my alarm to wake up at 12 o'clock. Didn't hear my alarm at all, and I got my alarm set on my phone to where it's only one alarm that will wake me when I'm sleeping. And I set that alarm, and I still didn't hear it. But anywho, oh Lord, it is what it is. Let me speak to a few people. I am currently live on Facebook and YouTube. So you guys make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to share me out just in case someone did not get the notification that I am currently live this morning. Um, it's a this information a lot of people will need to know. Is very important, especially if you have family members or friends that have family members, or you know anybody that's currently living. Hold on, y'all. I gotta put on my so I won't be licking my lips this whole time because I am not LL, and I ain't trying to entice nobody. At least not right now. I ain't. I'm trying to be serious. Uh, so if you have any family members or anybody that you know of that has somebody that is currently living in like a long-term care facility, you want to share this out because we need to spread this message to people so that awareness um, can be brought to everyone. So make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share it out. If you like the information, don't forget to subscribe because I give a whole lot of good information. We also do gardening over here. We also um, research different things and have conversation, and we also dance from time to time. That's what you get here. So this morning, this is part of my garden gumbo conversations, where I have conversations with you all about things that come across my mind or things that I have experienced that I feel like I need to share with the community. And today is one of those days. And if you read the title, is basically it should have said, "Go get your people." Literally, go pick up your people if they are in any of these facilities. Bring them home and take care of them for yourself. And I'll tell you why. Let me speak to a few people. Laura's Garden and More, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. One time for Laura. See if my applause will work. We also have Wanda Carr Jones. Welcome in. She is also one of the Sugar Mama members. Thank you for being here, Miss Wanda, one of my members. I appreciate you. One time for Wanda. And if you guys are interested in becoming part of the membership here, I have two memberships. One of them is a Sugar Baby, where you can just pay 99 cents just to support the channel, and you get exclusive videos that I drop, or I'll do a live with some good information. I come to you guys first that are part of either membership. You get the information first for some lives, and then we share it to the general population. Also, if you are part of the Sugar Mama membership, as Ms. Wanda is, then you get to sit in on our co-op meetings, to where we are building a cooperative for the members, where it's the members will benefit from it. And just because you join the Sugar Mama membership doesn't mean that you are a part of the co-op. It just gives you an opportunity to sit in on the meetings. And then when you decide that you want to be a member of the co-op, then currently we've changed our rules to where you can fill out an application. We do have one. Let us know at that meeting that you want to become a member. We'll give you an application, just some simple basic information. Fill that out and email that to one of the members or one of the members in the group, and we'll review your application ASAP and get back to you and let you know, hey, you're a member, you're approved. Okay? So don't hesitate to become a member. Let me speak to Zeta Rose. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Good morning, by your chat, listening and working. Thank you in advance for putting this alert out. Honey, you are so welcome. And if you got any tidbits of information that you need to chime in on, please feel free. You know me, when I find out something or something is happening, I'm gonna let y'all know. The Bud Files, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. One time for the Bud Files. Great supporter, great supporter. I appreciate your support, the Bud Files. So, guys, um, let's see. Let me take this off of here. I think I'm gonna flip y'all around. Usually on StreamYard, I can see. Let me flip y'all around. Even though that's big, I can't see like. Well, I guess I don't need to. But anywho, so we're gonna get started with this conversation because we're gonna keep just keep it Okay, y'all. A little technical difficulties, but it wouldn't be a great live without any technical difficulties. So we back. We back. I had a phone call that came through, and I'm gonna put it on Do Not Disturb so that next time I have a phone call, it won't knock us out. So I'm back. So I am going through this information. I don't know what all you heard or what you didn't hear, but the reason why I am um, going over this information is because I want to bring awareness to what's going on. Being that I am a healthcare worker and I am technically on the ground floor of some of these things that are happening. And so I want to bring awareness to those of you who have loved ones or may know someone that have a loved one that is in some of these long-term care facilities. And you need to be aware of what's going on to make informed decisions, especially if you care for those loved ones. If you don't care what happened to them, then don't listen to me. But if you really care about your loved one, you need to hear this. And like I was saying before I got a phone call, is what's going on with the world right now. We know that there's a lot of jobs being cut, a lot of finances being cut, and um, it's affecting healthcare, budget cuts, and things, trying to cut money from certain places for whatever reason. And before they started the budget cuts, let me just say that there was already a shortage of nurses, okay? There's already a shortage of nurses. There still is a shortage of nurses. And I don't think that that's the only shortage in healthcare. Um, I think there's a shortage with CNAs. I think there's a shortage with them as well. And in addition to that, yeah, there's a shortage with them as well. And in addition to that, I think that their shortage is because they're being underpaid for a lot of work that they have to do. And so what is resulting from that, them not wanting to pay the CNAs, or they hire people and don't label them CNAs. They just hire regular people with no medical background, no training, nothing like that, because you can pay them less because they're not a trained professional, or they're not trained in a certain field to do that. So you just train them, like give them a salary as if they was working at Dollar Tree or Walmart or somewhere like that, and just give them the minimal training that they need just to be in and come in and do the basic stuff. And so that's what is happening in these facilities. Um, you don't have the people there with the qualifications to take care of your loved ones. You just got any old body just coming in because they need a job and taking care of your loved ones, and not held to a certain standard. And you end up with not the best of care. And in some instances, you end up with those loved ones end up with horrible care. You end up with people that really don't care about what they're doing. They just need a job, and they just basically showing up to work doing the minimal, just trying to make it through the shift to get a job, right? I mean, to work. Hey, Miss T, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna call you in a couple hours. It'll be after lunchtime when I connect with you. So that's what's happening, all across the board. And with the shortage, on top of the shortage, let's fast forward to what is happening now. You have the make sure my door's locked because I'm sitting up in this parking lot. In addition to the shortage, now you have budget cuts or layoffs or whatever you want to call it. So you have these people that are in these long-term care facilities, and several of these facilities are being disposed of, shut down, or whatever because of the cuts. And people that are in these places, it ranges from um, young children to adults. It ranges from just people just being elderly and their family don't have the means by which to take care of them at home, or it's older adults that have problems and they just don't have their family can't take care of them at home, or it's disabled people, whether it's veterans or non-veterans, whether it's mental disabled, physical disabled, disabilities, or whatever. All of those people are being affected by these cuts. And what's happening is they're being displaced. So if you close down a facility that was equipped for a certain number of people and try to move them into another facility that is not equipped to hold that many people, you're going to create problems. Uh, Too many patients in one area. Um, I remember when I was back home, we had a hospital that is currently closed down. That it started off um, like in the emergency area, you would have like one person in one area, and then it started to being a point to where when it became like a hospital where it accepts um like it had payment plans, like it was an affordable hospital. Like if you didn't have insurance, anybody could go there and you was gonna get care. And if you didn't have a job or whatever, they had some kind of way where you can fill out some forms and then you wouldn't have to worry about the pay, but you'll get taken care of and you wouldn't get a bill because some kind of way they had some kind of program to where it would cover your bills. Well, that hospital, when that started being implemented, then they started having a influx of people there, mostly low income people. And so you went from being in an emergency room where you could go somewhere that could be like a little private room while you wait for somebody to come see you, to where you end up in this one big gigantic room separated by a curtain, and y'all are in this little area. You got this one little area that is probably no bigger than like some of our closets. So got several closets in one big room separated by a curtain, and people just sitting there waiting to be assessed. And you got a whole range of things going on, from flu to mild heart attacks to anything, just in that one little area. And it's really not much privacy, but that's what happens when try to when money is your focus. So that's what's happening in these places. A lot of them are being shut down and people are being displaced, and they are put into their combining facilities, and these people are being placed in facilities that are not equipped for the number of patients that it's having. And with that being said, um, they go from being in one room to being in a room by themselves to being in a room with two people, possibly three, sharing that space with all different kinds of diseases or mental. And I can tell you that there's no concern for how that's going to work out with these people. They just, I mean, if the family don't come get them, that's just what they have to deal with. On top of that, you have staff that's not equipped to take care of them. Like I mentioned before, they started trying to be cheap way before they started making budget cuts and just hiring non-skilled people to take care of people that require skilled care, just trying to save money. So, on top of these people being cramped in small spaces, I don't know if I can turn this air on because it's getting kind of warm in here. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure. Yeah. Okay, so the live just cut off for some reason. Trying to make sure y'all can hear me. Trying to make sure y'all can. Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if it went off because my phone overheated or what. But like I was saying, on top of them being cramped in small spaces, they're having to deal with someone who is not skilled to take care of them. They're only familiar with basic human things like they do for themselves every day, which is bathing and feeding. And you need more than that to take care of these people, especially the ones that need skilled care. Patients with trachs, patients with G tubes, patients with that's on oxygen, um, just a whole laundry list of things. All of these people in one area, and you don't have the staff to take care of them. So you got this person that is on the ground level taking care of these people who is more in contact with them, more in contact with them throughout the day, every day, 24 hours a day, more in contact with them than their nurse is, because that person is there basically trying to help them with their things that they need in their daily life, hence brushing their teeth and making sure that they get up and eat, transferring them from the bed to the chair or whatever. And you have people that they're hiring that whose heart is not in this. They just here to get a paycheck. And when you have people like that that just coming in and get a paycheck, and the pay, even though they're paying them something, eventually you get tired of doing all of this work and you're not being compensated enough for all the work that you're doing. So you start slacking on your work, right? And I hope y'all can read between the lines of what I'm saying. When they start slacking on the work, what that means? That means somebody didn't get a bath, somebody didn't get their teeth brushed today, somebody sitting in their diaper and it's wet with BM on it, and it just goes down from there, and you end up with a whole bunch of other problems. I'm just saying, just giving you a scenario of what could happen, right? When you have these people that are not skilled to do this. And on top of that, that's their level of work. So then when you go up to the next level, there's already a shortage of nurses. Um, if some of these facilities are not hiring, or they have resulted to hiring people that don't have the experience to take care of these people. So you have somebody that's a nurse, they're a nurse with the school knowledge, but don't have the experience behind them to be able to critically think and take care of these people. Your critical thinking, to me, it comes in more, it's more accurate, and it's more, what's the word I'm looking for? You perfect it more with experience. So they don't hire people that have that experience, because people that have the experience know what they're worth, know what they should be getting paid for it. So if you're offering a low salary, the only people that will take that salary is people that's coming straight out of school. They just want a job, don't have the experience. So they come in there being hired without the experience. Hence, therefore, your people are not getting the care that they need, not because the staff don't want to do it or can't do it. They just don't have the experience to provide the level of care your loved one needs. And when they don't have that, hence things fall through the crack and that loved one suffers. So just think about that, them going through that prior to the cuts. So just add that on top of them being in a room with two of us, having to share a room with two or three people. Ain't no telling what that other person or those other people in the room is going through. Then they have to deal with an aide that don't really want to be there and halfway taking care of them. And then on top of that, you got to deal with a nurse that don't really have the experience to know what to do if something has happened. So it's happening now. And if you care for your loved ones and you want them to survive, and not only survive, but you want them to survive and be living comfortably, I would suggest that you go get them, because they will be taken better care of at home. That's on the care part, okay? That can be taken care of even if you visit them frequently. The time when you are not there, there are things that they still need that they may not get if you're not there. Hey, Buddha, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your Buddha. One time for Buddha. Oh, look at Miss Alice. Hey, Miss Alice. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Preach, sister, preach. I'm trying to let them know, Miss Alice. Go get their people. Go get them and take care of them at home, because they'll get a better quality of care from you at home. Even if you don't have the skills to do the nursing stuff that they may need, you know that person better than staff anywhere else. You know what they like, you know what their needs and wants are, and because you care for that person more than what the staff would do, you will have more of a drive to want to take better care of them and make sure at least they have the basic essentials. You want to make sure that person is, their teeth is clean, and they smelling good, and they get in the bath, and they are eating. You want to make sure all of that is getting done. I saw somebody else slip in here. Hey, Nikki, welcome in. Thank you for being here. The everyday life of OCD is chick. You want to make sure you're going to make sure that that loved one gets what they want because you love them. You do things and you go above and beyond for people that you love, and things that you love. Well, I'm just trying to get y'all to see that, what's going down from the ground level. So on top of that, their care aspect, medications, certain medications that they need are being rejected from insurance. Insurance is no longer covering certain medications. And this is not just medications that they can live without. No, it's medications that they need to live. And insurance is starting to deny medications that they need to live. So if you have a loved one that's in the hospital and you've been notified that they can't get their blood pressure no more, blood pressure medication no more because the insurance company can't cover it, and you know that they not working, and so they don't have the means to buy it out, pay for it out of pocket. There's no income or nothing coming in from them. There's nothing coming in from Medicare or Medicaid to cover it, because the whole reason why that they're able to afford to stay in their long-term care facility is because of that. And so they are even rejecting those medications. So my suggestion to some of you is, if you know that, let me tell you, they are not giving alternative therapy like herbal therapy, or offering them things like that you know another phone call. Let me check. Let me make sure that we here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, we here. So if insurance is not covering it, welcome in, Temples Creek. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. One time for Temple. Nikki says, this hits home. Nikki, I know you know, because I know what your situation you got going on. And I'm going to hit on that too. Because I've seen things on that end too. So, hey, gardening is great. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. One time for gardening is great. Hey, Bayou. Everyone in the chat, this is a sensitive, very sensitive subject. Very sensitive. Thank you for being here. Gardening is great. One time for you. I have to bring awareness to this because I have to let people know what's going on, because if you anything like me, and then the things that I've seen and experienced, thank you for driving and listening, Tampa. We get mad when we go in there, and I'm saying we, and you go in there and you see your loved one mistreated, or you go in there in the nursing home and it smell like pee, smell like you go in there and your loved one got stuff all under their fingernails, and they just look like they haven't been taken care of. It's gonna get worse. I'm not gonna say gonna. It's getting worse. And if you want them to survive, it's not just about them being bathed and them making sure they eat and making sure that they diaper is changed, but it's at this point it's about them surviving, especially if they have a chance to survive. All they need is someone to just provide them with basic care, somebody just to make sure that they get their medicines, somebody to make sure that they take their medicines, somebody just to take them out, every now and then, take them on a ride or whatever. And even if they need extensive care as far as being on a ventilator, if they need oxygen, it's not hard to learn to maintain those things. And then take them, keep up with their doctor's appointments and stuff. If you want them to survive, I suggest that at this point, with everything that is going on in the world, bring your family home and you take care of them. Because, like I said, with the medication, they're sending notices to facilities, insurance companies, sending notices to these facilities saying that they can't take they not covering this medication no more, so they can't get their refill. So then that person is left without a medication that they need to survive. What is nothing you could do at that point if pharmacy is not covering it. They don't have a job to to buy it. They just won't get it. And if you don't get the medicine that you need to survive, then you won't survive. Hence, if they bring them home, if you bring them home, in my culture, we have home remedies and stuff that we can do, you know, when things like that happen, when you get on hard times. That's not acceptable to be done in those facilities. So when that loved one cannot get that medication, they just don't have it. And it's just a snowball effect from there. That medication that they was taking for that illness flares up, and there's no way for them to get back ahead of it because that person is, I'm just giving us a situation, is too old to go through all of that again, all these different medications to find out to maintain, and then their bodies get tired, they get tired mentally, and then it's just down here from there. So you need to take them home. Go get y'all people, please. Try not to cry. It is heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking when you can't. Go get y'all loved ones, please. Go get them and take care of them at home. Mm. Hold on, let me read these comments. J3 says, "By you, y'all. Hold on, give me a second. This is just killing me." Get myself together because I gotta stay composed to give y'all this information because it's important. Because people are dying for no. There's no reason for them to pass away. There's no reason for somebody to lay in a place and pass away when all they needed was somebody to take care of them the right way. Give me a second, y'all. I'm so sorry, y'all. I told myself before I got on this live that I wasn't gonna do that. I was gonna be strong enough so that I can get this information out because it is it is heartbreaking and it hurts because I have to deal with this every day of the week. Even when I go home, I still think about my job because when I'm not there to do what I do, I worry about those people, and I just wish that they family would come and get them and take them home. I wish I had a place, a facility where I could just take them and take care of them, and hire people that I know that will do the right thing and make sure that they get the kind of care that they need. But anyway, so J3 says, buy you some good information. My wife and I had to take care of my mother, take my mother out of the nursing home. And we took care of her until she went to be with the Lord. And that's what I'm trying to encourage y'all to do. Take them. I mean, back when I was younger, that's what we used to do. We only had to, my family and other families that I knew only put people in a nursing home if there was no way for you to do it. And I know even back then, they had larger families and they were able to split the care up, between the family members and still work. But at this point, the way the government is going, you're not getting paid enough anyway at that job. You might as well come up off that job and create your own job so that you'll have the time and be more flexible to be able to make your money as well as take care of that loved one. And then some of y'all gonna lose y'all jobs pretty soon anyway. So you're not gonna have a choice but to be at home. So if that ends up being you, go get your people out of these facilities and take care of them. Please, please. Let's see. Everybody is speaking. Yeah, Nikki say yes, it's a lot. It really is too much. Too much. Everybody's speaking. I'm trying to look, y'all. Hey, Tien, welcome in. Thank you for being here. One time for Tien. Oh, Tien. She says, hey, Bayou, we are in this situation now. Hard decisions are having to be made. Yes, I know it. I know it. And I'm praying for you. Praying for you. That you had to, that you guys make the right decision and you make the decision that would be best, you know, and it'll be good for you as well as that loved one, you know. I gotta take my glasses off so I can see. That's a shame. He says, be encouraged, sis. This is a lot of information. People needs to know. Yes, they do need to know, and I'm definitely gonna continue to sound the alarm. His Temple says it's sad, but sometimes family members are mean and they don't want to take care of that. Yeah, and there are, and I laugh, Temple, because I have a patient in there. I have a patient, and he is definitely mean. He is definitely racist. He definitely has done some things in his life to push people away, hence why he is in the facility. And don't get me wrong, that there are some people do things that put them in the situation in which they are in. And but I believe as sometimes, you know, I've heard that the saying that, God looks after fools and what is it, babies and fools. So I think even despite of what they do, and even though they may have done some things in our eyes that may we may think that they just getting what they deserve. But the way that this world is set up, and I'm not going to just say religion or whatever, because whether you believe in God or not, the way this world is set up, the sun shines on everybody. It don't come in and just say, well, we just going to shine on the good because they've been good. It comes up and shines on everything, the dead, the alive, and everything. So no matter what that they have done, you are still supposed to do the right thing and do what you're supposed to do as a human being, right? That's just what I believe. That's just what I believe. Okay, so let's see. Let me get through some more of these comments. Yep, and they are the ones who put them there. And yeah, and some of them do have those family members that you just have families that are just not close like that, and they will not take care of their relatives. Excuse me, and that's why I say this is not for you who don't care. For those of you that care about your loved one and you are concerned about whether they survive, live or die, or the quality of care they're getting, I implore you, I beg you, please go get your people, because at least until things in this world get back to a better a better state of normalcy. Right now, the things that are happening are not normal. People are being denied basic human rights from the top all the way down. So if you the top tier is denying basic human rights to people, just imagine what's falling underneath. Like, it's out in the open that you can deny somebody basic human rights and it's okay. So that just makes everybody who was in the shadows before, that felt like that, make them feel more comfortable exhibiting those behaviors and treating other people as such. And that's what's happening. It's being made normal to deny people life. Gardening is great. Say you absolutely correct. Sometimes family members can be selfish and think about their self. Yes, they sure can. And if that is you and you listening to me, I'm not talking to you. Somebody will send. I mean, something will happen. Well, somebody will come along in their path and take care of them. I believe that a door will be open for those who are who don't have the family, whose family's going on, who family just don't want to have nothing to do with them. You know, a door will be open for them. You know, if it's in their cars. But for those of you who have the means and have family members, okay, Buddha, have the family members in there and you just worried about it being inconvenient and worried about the money and all of that, you know, those people just want to be able to have a good quality of life, and they want to enjoy whatever time they have left here. And you can't enjoy it if you're not getting what you can't get a bath, you can't get fed, you can't get your medicines. It's just so much. Gardening is great. Say you absolutely. Oh, I read that. I'm sorry. So the other thing that I want to say is, besides these facilities that's being cut, right? No regard for life, Nikki, at all, none. So besides these facilities that's being cut, I want to say recently, within the past couple of years, um, okay, well, some years ago, for some time before help came, parents with kids who had to stay home, like they had disabilities or they had problems to where they couldn't go to school, and their parent was basically their caregiver. um they were parents of these kind of kids, or even adults were struggling because they couldn't go to work. They had to stay home and take care of these kids, or take care of their elderly parent, or take care of their older sibling or whatever, because there was nowhere to send them. And some of these parents were single parents and didn't have an income. Some of them were two parent household and was depending on one income. Well, after much protesting and lobbying and a lot of things being done on the from these parents getting together and bringing their situations before the government, they were approved to give funding to help them take care of their loved ones at home. Now, granted, by this being like a new thing or whatever, some of them, didn't get all of it at once. Some of them had to be put on a waiting list and wait until they got approved and all of that. But some of them, a lot of them, was able to get that funding, and that relieved them of um, the financial aspect, and they were able to be at home and take care of that um, person and not worry about how they gonna pay the lights, or how they gonna pay their rent, or if they had a job, having to leave their job or lose their job because they have to frequently call off because this person has doctor's appointments, this person gets sick frequently, or they got to leave in the middle of the day because an emergency issue or whatever. So those situations were taken to the government, and the government provided funds to those families so that they didn't have to worry about working. Their job basically became taking care of that person. So now the thing is that funding is getting cut, and they have to go back to worrying about that. Can you imagine having a child that's has a disability and can't go to school, can't work, and you're their main source of everything? Like, you provide them with shelter, food, and everything, but you can't go to work because you're their main source of everything, and there's no one there to help you. And then the government gives you help for some years, and then now they say, well, we can't help you no more. What are you going to do? Like, what is that parent supposed to do? Like, where are they going to go if they don't have any family, or they don't have a facility that they can put that child in, a person in, and then that facility that they put them in is not a good one, is worse? Like, that's what's happening. And it's sad. So 10 says, sometimes to get care from family requires the one in need to leave their hometown, and they won't do it. Yep. So the family has no choice but to put them in a facility. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes the care that that person need is out of state, and the family member doesn't want to doesn't want to relocate to go take them there. Say for instance, like, I think about that makes me think about those kids with those terminal cancers, or not even terminal cancers, but just a chronic cancer, to where they need services that only maybe that St. Jude offers. Those families have to uproot. If they don't live in a city that has a St. Jude facility, then they have to uproot and go move to where that facility is and stay there. That becomes their home. Fortunately, there's funding for those families that have to do that. But that is not the fortunate situation for everybody. So That is essentially what's going on for those who are not fortunate to be a part of that St. Jude, or don't have that situation that where they qualify, where their ailments are ones that are being taken care of by St. Jude. So their family member has to get up and take that family member out of the state, out of the city, and move wherever, with what funds, with what job. So yeah, it's a lot to think about, and it's a lot to consider. And it seems like we're going backwards. We were on a forward path to solve this situation, but it's going backwards now. It's going backwards. So if any of you out there, if you have the means to start your own business, this will be a great business opportunity for those of you that have the funds, that have the connections to do that. Open up facilities for people like this so that they can be somewhere where they can get the care that they need. I've noticed here in Arizona, in the very neighborhood that I'm living in right now, people will buy, I don't know if they buy houses. I'm gonna say they will acquire a house or several houses in a neighborhood. This neighborhood has $1 million houses, okay? These $1 million houses are used as facilities for people that need skilled care. I live right next door to a place that houses elderly people in a regular community, like where you live, in a residential community. Let me say that. In a residential community. It's a house, several houses that have been acquired. So this is where they live. And these people that live in that residential community, guess where they family live? Yeah. Yeah. So you can go walk and see Mimo if you want to. And it's probably some of their children that work there to help take care of Mimo. They need summer jobs. Go walk up there down the street. You go summer jobs. Y'all gonna volunteer up there where Mimo at in that house down there, and gonna take care of Mimo. Okay. It doesn't have to be a facility like what we used to. We can get outside of the box and do stuff like that. Shamika, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. One time for Shamika. Let's see. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. In case you don't know, now you know that our elderly and our disabled, our veterans are suffering, and they're being affected by the things that are going on in this world. Medications are being denied, services are being denied. People are, they already have a laundry list of illnesses going on. And to add to that, their surroundings is not helping, is not conducive to their healing. It's not helping. It's making it worse, making the situation worse. And most of that, majority of that, I would say 80% of that could be solved if we could just go get them and bring them home. Even if you got to hire or ask, somebody to come in while you go and go shopping, or you go to work for a couple hours or whatever. Do what you got to do to get these people home, because it's not worth it. And you got to remember, at some point in your life, that's going to be you. And whatever you put out is what you going to get back. So if you don't want to be treated like that, if you don't want your kids to do that to you, don't show them that. Don't put that out in the world. Don't put that out in the atmosphere. Because if you do, that's what you're going to get back. I promise you that. I promise you that. What's going on, Howie? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And I'm glad you came in here, Howie. I was in his live this morning, and Howie was mentioning that he's gonna be taking a little mini vacay. So you guys go back and look at Howie's live he did this morning. He'll give you all the details about what's going on. You want to go over there and check him out. Tell him hey right now, because it might be a while before you see him again or talk to him again. So let him know, that we love you, Howie. We gonna miss you, Howie, and we look forward to seeing you again whenever we see you again. You be safe out there, and we'll be praying for you. So y'all show Howie some love, please, because we don't know when the next time we're gonna see him again. And he's expressed some things about his health. So, we just sending you all good energy, Howie, that you get the care and the things that you need so that you could be your best self, right? All right. So, guys, whew, I didn't mean to start my morning off. I didn't so emotional. I wasn't trying to do that. But I just had to let y'all know. Like, I just had to let y'all know and let you know what was going on, because I just don't want these people to be left alone. And you know what else I thought about? Oh my God. This situation with the electricity. If if this happens in a facility in one of those areas that experiences a blackout, I don't even want to think about the tragedy that will happen. I remember when the sea hit and when it got bad in my city. I remember driving to work behind dump truck loads of people that wasn't alive. I remember that. I experienced that. Bodies on top of bodies. At one point, it was so much that people weren't getting buried. They was just burning them. Because it was at one point it's because they didn't know how how it was being spread, and keeping if the keeping their bodies and just burying them would still spread it. So the solution was to burn them, because we didn't know no better. Was to just cremate them. Everybody get cremated. And so I'm just thinking about these facilities that have residents or any places that experiences the blackout. If their generators and stuff still work, if they have that backup power and stuff for those who are on oxygen, on ventilators or whatever, and they are minutes or hours or days or weeks without power. I just I can foresee the tragedy again. And it doesn't have to be that way if we are proactive right now. So I just wanted to implore you guys, go get your people and take care of them at home. And for those of you who have the means of providing a better standard of care for these people, if you are a business, if you have the funds or have the business mind or have the avenues to where you can provide places like this, or you can invest in somebody to have places like this all around the world, do that. Let's do that. Let's do that because we need it, or else people will suffer in their last days for no reason. So I thank y'all for coming in, and I thank y'all for listening in with me and sharing your comments and how you feel. Um, if you are watching the replay, leave me a thumbs up and leave me a comment if you are experiencing any of these things and what you're seeing. And even if you have solutions or anything, put it in here so that we can start figuring this thing out, because we got to do something, because ain't nobody gonna do it. If you don't do it, nobody gonna do it. Ain't nobody coming to help those people. Nobody coming to help them. Nobody coming to help your family. You got to help them yourself. So with that being said, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Thursday. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. I know I'll be live later doing another Gumbo Garden Conversation and possibly do some exercise. But it won't be garden conversation about this. I have to finish my um fasting and video. We have to do the one about the insulin resistance and stuff. We'll finish that sometime between today and tomorrow. But we definitely gonna do some exercises. Get a little upbeat today. So we'll probably do some line dancing tonight. Especially because if you haven't heard, go check out Miss Shirley OG Gardner. She posted a video this morning about her status. Keep her in your prayers. Go over there and look at her video and check out the updates. Miss Shirley is in need of prayer right now, and she's letting you guys know what's going on. So go over there and head to her channel and watch her update. So we're definitely going to do a line dancing tonight, because I know wherever she is, she's not going to be live tonight. So we're going to give her something to watch, give her something to be up in good spirits. So I'm going to try to go live around the time that she normally goes live and do line dancing, so she can, her spirits will be up. And if you guys want to come up and line dance with me, I have the link there for you to do that. But that being all, I know it's Thursday. Most of you got to go to work. If you're not at work, have a good day. Thank you for being here. And I will see y'all in these YouTube streets. Peace, love, and blessings, everyone. Have a good day.